Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. As you can see by the title of today's video, we're here to showcase the power of Hall of Fame space creator in NBA 2K23. Now, there will be two people in this gameplay using it. They're one and they're two. And I gotta say, this is a slept on badge. And normally my tier list, I've had it in the C or B tier because it's such a niche thing. It's something that not a lot of people in this game do, but the people who do utilize it at an elite level are crazy with it. I've seen most particularly for the people that I play with, Tonic and Joey are people that I've played with, whether it's rec streams with Joey or with Tonic, that's also on the court right here, but just on a different build, utilize this in a ridiculous way at either a gold or Hall of Fame level. And it's very cheap, it's very affordable, it's a very easy thing to achieve. I think you only need 80 mid-range to even get this to actually a Hall of Fame level. And for that matter, it's usually a tier 1 or tier 2 badge as well. So anyway, we're here to showcase this. Again, this is a killer lineup out here. You're gonna see we are having a tough time guarding it in today's video. So I hope y'all enjoy. If you do, for to drop a like, sub if you're new to them, noties, all good stuff, and like always, try to 2,000 likes. Now, you can see, nice little offensive rebound. Also, the LeBron pass style, I'm now running this. I ditched LaMelo. I'm not a huge fan of it. You can see, these guys are actually out here coming out, doing it off rip, doing the space creator stuff, and albeit it may not be used every possession. Again, their guy at the 3 right here doesn't actually have it, but you're gonna see things from hop jumpers to spin jumpers that you see right here on some Kobe stuff, and I love seeing this. It's so original, it's so cool, it's so different, and I gotta break this stuff down too, because this is a beauty. I mean, he has him completely cut off on a drive right here, and just because you have this in your bag and have the badge and have the practice and the timing all down as far as how to utilize this, when to utilize it, all types of stuff like that. 3.2 seconds left in the shot clock. Bro just absolutely puts the brakes on, turns around, and fade. Boom. Simple like that. 2 points right at the buzzer after we play great defense. And normally I would hate on stuff like that, or I would complain about it because we get scored on, but I'm a realist and I do understand that I love seeing people do different stuff, and it's so cool to see something like that in this game. It's so refreshing. I would argue that not a lot of people run pick and roll either, so I wouldn't argue against the fact that what we're doing is a little bit different. I would say it's pretty rare to run into pick and roll, pick and pop on the park, but either way, I'm not going to push my style way too hard right here. You can see once again, dude just comes out here and absolutely fades to the corner, stop and go. This is a little bit different. Obviously, this is something that I would say a lot of people do. At the end of the day, it's just a shot though. I mean, whether he does a hop jumper or a fade, they probably have multiple different timings down in their bag and just in their mind, in their brain, in their sticks, whatever you want to say. And again, the dude just comes out here, fades to the corner off a stop and go, and just like that, he generates a 3-pointer. And Apollo doesn't have a bad defensive build either. He still has 86 Prim D, 78 steal, silver clamps, all types of stuff like that, gold challenger. So it's definitely not a horrible build by any means on defense. It's not the greatest, but it's still not a liability. Right here you can see, give to Tonic on the 7-2, crazy dunking build. He has 84 driving dunk, 90 standing, and has pro contacts and the big man contacts as well. It's the build he's been using for Pro-Am for the most part for us. But once again, we got Apollo guard and ball right here. He is hitting those hop backs. That's a nice thing, and the beauty about this is you can either shoot out of it or you don't have to as well. So for instance, the first one he does right here, he's holding down on his right stick right here, and you don't even have to actually shoot the ball out of it. You can still dribble out of it. Not to mention, when you have shot creator takeover or just in general space creator, you can get some stuns, you can get some ankle breakers when you have the shot take active as well. And again, he doesn't even shoot out of it, and then he passes over to my guy, who I run out to contest really high to the 3 and then still play for the rim run. But when I'm playing for the rim run, boom, the hop back 3-pointer, super quick. It's arguably even faster than an actual like fade, so to say, and that is tough, man. Like the fact that that's open, he greens it as well, and man, it's just tough to guard. And this is why I wanted to bring it to you guys in today's video too. Now I know there's gonna be some people talking about why you showcasing this cheese, yada yada, why you giving away the soup, this is what I use. Again, I don't know why I get those comments on these videos every single time, like I'm not a freaking YouTuber that daily uploads in the first place. But on top of that too, this video is only going to be seen like by 15,000 people at most, probably throughout the first like month of the video even being uploaded. So I don't know why people get so buggy about stuff like that, like for instance, or talking about the bump steals tutorial and stuff like that. And it's, first of all, not even an exploit thing, whether it's bump steals or the space creator fades or just whatever anybody's doing. I think stuff like this is just in the game and it needs to be respected in its own right. And again, bump steals I think are one of the more skill-based things in the game. I would argue that these hop jumpers that dudes are making and the spin jumpers and stuff too are pretty skill-based as well. I mean, there's a reason not many people do it, to tell the truth. I mean, you would see so many people doing hop jumpers, doing spin jumpers if it was way more easy to do or comp than say just a regular fade, because so many people do fades. But look at this. I mean, bro, they're just killing. I mean, and not to mention, they may not be picking on the big 24/7, but we finally put our big on one of them. albeit I tried to switch onto the guard. We probably should have had Apollo over here on him, and then Tonic still following the big all the way, because it's not only one point guard that's doing this stuff, it's also this dude. Boom! Snatches that back on a hop jumper, greens it. He wasn't accidentally doing it while trying to hold down on a stick and dunking the ball or anything like that, obviously, either. Dude's just killing it, bro. Going hard. Random dunk meter right there. I probably shouldn't have. Very obvious. I mean, I was just wide open. But nonetheless, building up a lot of takeover right here. However, I'm not gonna be able to really do a whole lot if they're just gonna generate three-pointers super easy, and I'm just coming out here only scoring twos. Right there, he gets a pretty basic, pretty standard dunk. Apollo kind of gets beat right there. It is what it is. I actually believe his controller may have died right there too, so it's a little bit unfortunate. It is what it is though. He's back. I'm gonna take it with the slash take and just ISO right here. Once again, something that I would argue not a lot of people do, especially with this dunk meter stuff. Ends up as an open dunk meter, which actually is harder to make than a contact dunk, which is pretty stupid. I'm gonna start taking whoever has the takeover right here, because I do have a better defensive build than Apollo, but if they do crossers and stuff like that, I'm obviously gonna have to switch. You can see right there, gotta guard the catch and run, gotta guard everything, including that where I also get stunned. And then Apollo right here is a little bit too far to the middle, tries to play the passing lane, and boom, again, this guy's hop jumper is just different. I'm not even sure what animation this is or anything like that, but this right here is a quick one. It doesn't create as much space as his does, so to say, but right here, boom, just a little quick sidestep that you can literally just shoot the ball out of super quickly. And again, it really supplements as the exact same thing as a fade. Now, the other reason that a lot of people probably don't like taking this shot, I believe you can still do it with your X button, but you have to shoot out of it every time if you do your X button. I believe that's the case. But nonetheless, the reason a lot of people probably don't like it is because generally you probably want to shoot it with your right stick. Now, right here, I get kicked out of a dunk meter. Wide open layup, albeit. Either way, it is what it is. I get the offensive rebound, but that's a little bit unfortunate, a little bit crazy. It's a little annoying too that people can kind of just hold their X button running right to the hoop and not get kicked out of stuff like that, and then I do for using a dunk meter, or at least attempting to. Either way though, he ends up hitting me with a nasty quick move right here. Now, albeit this again is something that I would argue a lot of people complain about if it's ending up as a dunk. So it is funny that even I myself am kind of going multiple different ways about it, talking about how I can sit here and be like nasty move when it's me getting hit with a stop and go and then it ends up as a fade, but then people can maybe say no skill basic rim run move when it's to just get to the hoop. But obviously, anyway, he stuns me on it, or I'm just lost either one way or another. Absolutely just fades into the corner as deep in as he could possibly be, and boom, gets the green. That's probably a dagger shot, honestly. Like, that just puts us in the coffin. I mean, especially with my build, it is the, downside to this. Normally we can defend well enough to actually, like, for me to not be a liability. But at this rate, now they can kind of just 3-up on us and just force us to take twos the whole way. So a little bit unfortunate, to be honest. And obviously, like I said, I'm a little bit like just deep in. I actually make a late on the dunk meter, which is pretty wild. That doesn't happen too often. So I get a little bit lucky right there. But here we are. We can at least get one stop and try and come back in this game. But we can't allow anything in the paint, obviously. So I get a really lucky pluck right there. I'm able to hit Apollo in transition, and now we're only down by one possession, obviously. Now, it could arguably be two, because again, I can't really shoot the ball either. So it is a little bit of a downside. We could try and force threes a little bit on our next possession. Either way though, point guard ends up doing a couple like little spin lay attempts. He may have been going for a spin jumper right there, potentially. I'm guessing he meant to do the spin lay right there though. Either way, I defend that hop really good. He bails out into the pass. We're almost there. 9 seconds left on the clock. He's gonna end up going into the post, ends up going with an up and under attempt, doesn't get it. Tonic jumps out and Apollo gets dunked on. Unfortunate, especially out the corner too, just on a catch and run. Really unfortunate way to end the game right there. Obviously, it is what it is. But nonetheless, I just had to showcase this to you guys because I love seeing people do new different stuff that I've never seen before, really displayed on a high level or anything like that, and to kind of put on a badge that is very, like I said, niche, but good. I've always known in my tier list that it's a good badge. It's just that, like I said, very few amount of people actually utilize it. And again, Space Creator is multifaceted. It can stun people. It is very good at obviously creating space in terms of just doing the hop jumpers themselves. I know the Space Creator badge doesn't actually enhance the amount of space you create in terms of getting like a further hop back or anything like that. But again, to stun people, to be able to just make the shot better, it literally just allows you to literally shoot at a higher rate when you have the badge on. And you pair that with Agent 3 too. I mean, man, the fades and the hops are crazy with that. And then you can still shoot the ball in like multiple different ways. Now, the reason a lot of people don't do this is because of one big reason. the timing of the shots and stuff like that. So you have to deal with not only the fatigued timing, you have to deal with contested timing. You have to deal with that on different like shot types as well. So like standing, it's a different timing. Obviously, fading, it's a different timing. Fading to your offhand is a different timing, and then hop jumpers as well, different timing. Now, nonetheless, if all they do is shoot wide open shots because they're able to create them at a much higher rate, that's crazy. And especially since they have 2 of them too, they probably don't have to fight through fatigue too much because they can kind of just give it to the other guy as well. But again, big respect to these guys. I gotta say, I love seeing people do new things, different things that I've never seen before. Also, they went 9 for 9, 4 for 4 from 3. The only like stop we even got was a pluck steal that I had. Debatably, we could have had that one stop toward the end of the game too. And ironically, our only 2 stop opportunities came at the very end. They cooked us for the whole rest of the game. But on that bailout attempt, and then the one that ended up in the corner where Tonic jumped at him and then Apollo was still in the paint, debatably that was another possession that we could have got a stop on, whether it was off the steal from the bailout or just a stop in the paint. But either way, again, good game from them. They all had defensive takeover perks as well. Minimizer's not the greatest either though, so it is what it is. Can't even imagine what they would be like on Accelerator. That'd be crazy. So shout out to them. I can humbly accept my loss and post it on YouTube as well when it's shown like by people that actually are really skilled at the game and like really respectable playstyle as well. Also, I don't know how many cutouts I've had where I like, cause I wanted to outro the video like 2 times by now, but what I want to do is actually showcase to you guys their builds. So you can see Mr. Finesse TV right here running shot and sharp takeover. Actually only has 75 speed, but nonetheless has 84 speed with ball and 84 acceleration, obviously on a 6'7" build as well. So on top of that, it's not like he's doing this on a 6'9" either, which it could still be done, probably. I would 100% debate, because you can still have 92 3-pointer and 77 mid on a 6'9", while also being able to run like probably 84 driving dunk and still be able to get contacts, all types of stuff like that, have really good badge tiering. And he doesn't have anything specifically that a 6'7" should really like tailor to or cater to. But anyway, wanted to showcase their builds. You can see he's running Hall of Fame Green Machine, Gold Blinders, Gold Agent 3, Gold Limitless Range, and Gold Space Creator. And then you're going to see Jackpot right here is the one that's running Hall of Fame Space Creator, and he has 84 mid, 88 3-pointer. So Mini Magician on Hall of Fame, Space Creator on Hall of Fame, Green Machine on Gold, and then he has Agent 3 Silver as well. Has no Limitless Range, and then their big man had no Space Creator or anything like that, but he had 82 3-pointer. He can still dunk, he can still defend, he can play make, all types of stuff like that. So he is kind of their corner spot up, which is kind of convenient. I'm not gonna lie to you, if they had another third who could do this stuff too, that'd be unbelievably hard to guard, because that would force Tonic to be like playing straight Prim D all game, which would be unbelievable as far as how hard it would be to guard. But anyway, again, that's all for the video. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on the noties, all good stuff. If you made it to the end of the video, put space in the comments, show support you my way through. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed, and on that, take it easy, man. Peace.